once Rusty had in that chair, but at least I can legally touch mine. So, in my life story, there's three main things you need to know about me. The first is, I'm 100% Jewish. The second is, I'm 50% crippled. And the third is, I have what's called a nonverbal IQ of 80. So if this was 1943, and say I'm a crippled, retarded Jew, they had places for people like me back then. So it was not a good year. It would not have been a good year to be me. But then cut to the year 2000. That was a very good year because in the presidential campaign that year, you had a Jewish candidate, Joseph Lieberman, who was running against a retarded candidate. So I thought, I can't lose. No matter which thing wins, my people will win. And I couldn't lose, but unfortunately you guys all lost. The whole country lost that year. So, let's see. Jewish comics. I was once in New Orleans, and another comic got up and said, the reason Richard was so funny, and the reason all Jewish people are funny is in our genetic makeup. We have funny in our genes. Unfortunately for him that night, he must send his genes out to be dry cleaned, because he wasn't funny at all. Not at all. But luckily for him, we don't have the Old Testament God anymore. Because back then, if you were an unfunny Jew, it was hell to pay. There was once a comic named Mordecai who bombed 4 times in a town called Sodom. Then he moved up to another town called Gomorrah, and he bombed 4 times there. You know the story what happened to those towns. But now we have a New Testament God, and the worst he does to a Jewish comic who's not funny is, first he ruins their credit rating, and then he sews their foreskins back on. So people also think there's nothing funny about being crippled. But being crippled for 20 years, I find a lot of humor in it. I once met a guy who actually had a hook for a hand, a big metal hook. And I said to him, that's so 70s, man. And by that, I mean 1870s. Treasure Island, a parrot on your shoulder, arg, matey. But the last thing I remember thinking as I waved goodbye to him was, that is one man who is never, ever, ever going to spank his children. And going back to being Jewish, people think all Jews are smart, and my family disproves that. My stepbrother, who just turned 63, confessed to me that recently he was at a picnic, and for the umpteenth time, he turned down coffee cake, because he says, I don't like coffee, so I won't like coffee cake. So this woman explained to him that there is no coffee in coffee cake. So now he's got a whole new world open to him. Not only can he enjoy coffee cake, he's gone out and bought himself a coffee table and coffee table books to put on top of it. So not all Jews are not that smart. And there's other advantage to being crippled. There's a wise-ass comic in town named Smitty, who's 6'6", and he's black, and he tells jokes like this. What's 12 inches and white? Nothing. But I said, right here, Smitty, this is 12 inches and white, and it's erect all the time. How does your 12 inches compare to that, Mr. Smitty? Yeah. And as far as having a low IQ, I know I'm acting retarded when my wife gives me a look like this, or else like this. And even though he's not Jewish, he's learning to do this. So I know it's time to switch my left brain to my right brain when that happens. So people think just because I only have one vocal cord, and I'm crippled, I can't do impressions. Au contraire, folks. I I do compressions. They're in my little bag.
What was that an impression of?
A broken microphone.
Whoops. Hey, they're on the floor.
This is my impression of a cripple doing Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk. And one of the highlights of my rock and roll life was seeing Chuck Berry doing the duck walk in Boston in 1969. It goes kind of like this, but it's a little different than he did. So about a year ago, I saw Chuck Berry at Route 66, and he does it exactly like that now. He's 86. He's actually a little slower than me. Okay, so that's it for my act. So because I'm Jewish, please write me into your wills. And if you can't do that, at least write me into your scorecards. Number 1,